Sorry, pal. We're out of gas and your engine is boiling. Let's see if we can fix you up here. We'll be back on the road in no time. Stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Так, всем привет, всем здравствуйте, всем добро пожаловать. У микрофона SurKa, и мы начинаем новую игрушку для нас под названием Trüberbrook. Игрушка сделана полностью вручную. Каждая локация прорисована отдельно. Тем самым она
Out of gas.
кончился
And the
бензин.
engine is overheated.
Двигатель перегрелся.
No juice.
Бесполезно.
Terra Incognita Scenic Highway. Next town ahead.
Terra Incognita.
Long
Ближайший
shot by
город.
the sea. Sounds promising.
Звучит многообещающе.
My tires should still last a couple of
Хорошо, хоть
miles.
шины. Еще немного чего-то там. Так.
At least the cold chain is unbroken.
По крайней мере, холодильная цепь цела. По этой игрушке очень мало контента. Она новая, недавно вышла.
Dad used to say,
Как
a
говорил мой
flawless
папа,
establishment needs flawless
добротный
window
дом
panes.
начинается с добротных окон. Так, сейчас, секунду. Чатик откроем, чтобы все было видно. Окей.
Somebody forgot their toolbox.
Кто-то оставил свой ящик с инструментами.
This loot box contains only some rusty pliers.
Ага, плоскогубцы взяли. Уже неплохо.
If it wasn't for the sand and rubble, the impenetrable darkness, the legions of bugs, and that awful smell of gasoline everywhere, this sure could make a nice place for a picnic. Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little.
Так, ну осталась дверь.
Locked. Of course. Does it ever rain here anyway?
А здесь бывают дожди. О, ключик
No
нашли.
way. A hidden replacement key. That was too easy. As if it wanted to be found. Locked. Of course. It fits. It's pitch black.
Темно, хоть глаз
I can't
выколи.
even see
Я даже
my
своих
own
рук не
hands.
вижу. Так, здесь мы что-нибудь можем покликать? Давайте посмотрим. Нет, здесь мы ничего кликать не можем. А, о, картину можем.
There's something
С этой
funny
картиной
about
явно
that
что-то не
picture.
так.
Oops.
Ой,
A hidden switch.
скрытый переключатель.
This must be the main fuse.
Похоже, это главный предохранитель. О, да будет свет. Так. Давайте, наверное, картины
This
посмотрим.
thing wouldn't take me far out here. I know this image. Daytona Beach Race 58. What an event. The landscape on that picture vaguely reminds me of home. It's a picture of a buffalo.
Фотография буйвола.
What I wouldn't give to be
Все бы
there.
сейчас отдала, чтобы оказаться там.
This is the end of nowhere.
Мы в забытом
I wonder
богом
if these
глушь
postcards would
глубинке,
ever reach
сомневаюсь,
their
что эти открытки
destination.
когда-нибудь дойдут до адресата.
This one shows a map of the area. I'll take it with me. Quite off the beaten track.
Так, карту взяли.
Cherry pie. If there's something I
Только не
can't
вишневый
stand,
пирог.
it's cherry pie
Больше
and
всего
hot
на
coffee.
свете не люблю вишневые пироги. Ага.
20% bun, 5%
20%
cold
хлеба, 5
cuts, and
мяса, 75
75%
пищевой
cling
пленки.
film. Thanks, but no
Спасибо.
thanks.
Как-нибудь обойдусь.
Looks dusty.
Нет уж, спасибо. Так, а здесь что?
All I have left are a few Deutschmarks.
У меня в кармане
Pretty
всего пару
useless out here
марок.
anyways.
Хотя здесь все равно.
Coffee.
Только не
If
кофе.
there's
Больше всего на
something I
свете не
can't
люблю
stand,
вишневые
it's cherry
пироги
pie
и
and
горячий
hot
кофе.
coffee.
Что ж ты любишь тогда? О, музончик.
Again that ghastly tune.
Снова эта жуткая мелодия.
Extra large, no refill.
Так.
Looks dusty. Cherry pie. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee.
Так, а может быть... нет? Я думал, может быть, тогда можно этот... Там кофе налить, морозилку отморозить. Но похоже, что нет. Так, ну здесь мы вроде все прокликали. Да? Да.
Now they are working again. Drink up. You must be dying of thirst. I wish. It's frozen shut.
Здесь ничего не можем. Здесь тоже ничего не можем. Здесь тоже.
Those pliers won't help me with that.
Одними плоскогубцами здесь не обойтись.
Tiny rock gas station. A beacon in the dark. Some of these constellations seem familiar. Or do they?
Ага, я тебя понял.
Electrical cables. Zip.
Так, что-то мы сделали. Давайте посмотрим, что мы сделали. О.
Cold as ice. Exactly what I need. There you go. Have some Kool-Aid. Those pliers won't help me with that. Done. Finally we can make off again.
Ага, все. Мы починили свою мотоциклетку, теперь можем ехать дальше.
Oh, come on. Start already. It's that darn oil pump again. Looks like we'll be stuck here for a while.
Масляный мотор у нее барахлит. Музыка очень клевая. Вы это видели, под каким уклоном микроавтобус уехал? Пролог. Эффект Лазаря. Германия, 1967 год. Так, сейчас, секундочку.
You sure this is the right place?
Точно сюда?
When's the next bus back to the
Следующий
city?
автобус до города? Видимо, никогда.
Beverly, I have arrived.
Беверли, я на
I
месте.
feel spewed out into the most barren, dark
оказаться
void of Europe.
в забытом Богом уголке
All things
Европы.
considered,
Судя
this
по
could most
всему,
likely
этот
be
отпуск и правда
the best
запомнится мне на всю
vacation
жизнь.
ever. Feeling chilled out
Я
already.
чувствую себя отдохнувшим. Красавчик. Так, сейчас, секундочку. Я кое-что забыл сделать. Что забыл сделать? Угу. Надо же в группу отправить. Так, окей. Ну, давайте смотреть, что мы можем сделать здесь.
Ah, yes.
Ага,
That's where I am.
я вот здесь.
The next city
Ближайший город
is like
находится в 1000 миль
1,000 miles
отсюда.
away. The bus stop.
Автобусная остановка.
My
Врата во
gateway to the
внешний мир.
outside world.
Так, а что у нас? У нас есть что-нибудь в инвентаре-то? Билет. И, видимо, денежка какая-то.
Its heydays are over.
Ее лучше там... Чего?
Its heydays are
Ее
over.
лучшие дни давно позади.
Brrr.
Бррр,
Looks
вода ледяная,
cold.
наверное. Ага. Во, вижу. Такой персонаж забавный.
Paddleboat rental.
Прокатывать
1
для
hour,
велосипедов.
1
1
Deutschmark.
час, 1 марка.
Hades. Paddleboat
Хейдес
rental.
прокатывает
Souvenirs. Fishing
водных
supplies.
велосипедах, рыболовные принадлежности.
A hiking map of the region.
Карта области.
The upper section has been torn
Верхняя часть
off.
карты оторвана. Видать, кому-то нужнее было.
I wonder what that is.
Интересно, что это? Ух ты.
Arrived at destination
Добрался
after a
пешком
short
до
walk.
пункта назначения.
Trüberbrook, a
Trüberbrook,
tranquil little
тихий
town.
небольшой городишко.
Seems a bit run down.
Обветшалый
I
немного.
must say, Beverly, I absolutely
Здесь, в
fell in love with
Эверли,
this
я
town
влюбился в
already.
этот город с первого взгляда.
This bucket seems to have been
Судя по
hung
всему,
here
это
for
ведро
purely
используется
decorative reasons.
чисто в декоративных целях.
That is one strange-looking
Какой чудный
cat.
кот. Так это не кот. Это лиса. Приноси кот. Ага.
That's probably the town's
Видимо,
landmark.
местная достопримечательность.
There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlagte Platte, Pothoeke, Tote Oma.
А что такое Тоте Ома?
The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff?
Покажите мне человека, которому это нравится.
The time-traveling machine.
Машина времени.
Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. Beverly, I discovered the local movie theater, Mobius Palace. The favorite genres around here appear to be Western and noir.
Так, а мы все здесь прокликали?
Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood.
Ну да, все прокликали. Давайте идем тогда дальше. Так, можно вот туда уйти. Так, подожди. Стоп. Вижу.
Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair soon. Exciting.
Так, ну что, сюда или... Это у нас что? А, это гостиница.
This must be the place.
Тогда пойдем сначала сюда сходим.
I should check into my room first before I start exploring the town.
Ага, я понял. Ну тогда идем селиться.
Evening.
Добрый вечер.
Hey!
Привет.
Nobody there, huh?
Что, никого?
Doesn't seem so.
Похоже, что да.
Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. That's quite a few fishing rods they have there. Today's menu, nothing. This leads to the rooms. Look at all these beautiful people.
Алекс Данте. Валера. Легенда гласит, что однажды этот юный отчаянный музыкант перевел на испанский язык копию Некрономена, который хранилась в библиотеке Франкфуртского университета имени Гёте. Блин, язык сломаешь. И собрался написать о ней пару песен. Вскоре он бесследно пропал. Ага, что это мне надо всех, что ли,
Must be some
осмотреть?
kind of ancestral gallery.
Также известен как СВН Q45. Этого мы смотрели, этого мы смотрели. Ила Уолтер Фингер трижды спас мир, но об этом никто никогда не узнает. Кристиан Хандли, призер второго ежегодного соревнования по поеданию кренделей. Лара и Джефф, владелец очень любимой кофейни замок Trüberbrook, капитан местной футбольной команды. Маргарет Бюкарт, изобретатель восстанавливающего напитка экспрессо. Она любит кататься на велосипеде, не имея возможности управлять им. Она живет вместе со своими двумя воображаемыми бритыми кошками. Ладно, уже весело. Так, ну и этого мы тоже, по-моему... А, не смотрели. Шерман Арчибальд, изобретатель ноты на основе языка программирования Sherman++. Но мне кажется, это разработчики. Нет, здесь ничего нельзя сделать. С девчулей можно поговорить?
Where is everyone?
I saw someone here just a minute ago.
Any idea?
Just try again.
I should check in first.
Ну давай еще раз попробуем.
Hello?
Эй, есть кто?
I'm not going to give up.
Я так просто не сдамся. Мужик. О,
Good afternoon. How can I help you,
чем могу
darling?
помочь, душенька?
There's a
Я
room reserved for
забронирован
me.
номер.
You know the
Я
lottery?
выиграл в лотерею. Может, слышали про такую?
I won a stay over here.
Мне досталась
You
поездка
won?
сюда. Выиграли?
How can you win
Разве
a
можно
stay in
выиграть поездку в
Trüberbrook?
Trüberbrook?
Well,
Честно
actually,
говоря,
I
даже
don't
не
really
помню,
remember
чтобы
taking
принимал
part in any
участие в
lottery
лотерее.
myself. Yet I received this winning
Однако мне пришло
notification.
извещение о выигрыше.
What was the
Как
name
вас
again?
зовут? Тангейзер, Ганс Тангейзер, доктор Ганс Тангейзер, Ганс У Тангейзер младший. Ну, мне кажется, это совсем уж официально.
Hans U. Tannhauser, Jr.
Tannhauser.
Вальсезер.
11hauser. Oh, Dr. Hans Tannhauser. Oh yes, here we have it.
Я верно вижу.
Say, is it a quiet room?
Seeking some peace and quiet. Uh-huh.
Well, I'm working on a text and I could really use some serenity.
Text? Are you a kind of writer or something?
Normally, I work for a university. Right now, I'm writing a paper on quantum physics.
I've heard worse. You arrived just in time for the big anniversary celebration. Trüberbrook is a bit noisier than usual around these days. But apart from that, I'd say you have nothing to worry about in terms of disturbance. Here's your key, Dr. Tannhauser. My name is Trude, by the way.
If you don't mind, where are all the other guests?
Let's put it this way. The season in Trüberbrook is already over.
I get the impression the season has been over for some time.
Ну да, судя по всему, еще несколько лет назад закончился туристический сезон.
What?
Please, you've got to help me.
Did that guy just disappear with my paper?
Вот это выключит.
Something unusual happened. There was an uninvited guest in my room tonight. Now that he's escaped, I'm going to chase him down. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. What a mess. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. At least it seems the burglar didn't rummage through the cabinet. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit eccentric. It seems rather unpleasant outside. I better not. It'll start raining in. I don't want to go back to bed. I'm on a mission. What is this? Some kind of goo.
Нормально он так прошел.
Where did he go? Reception opening hours. Monday to Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays and legal holidays, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. These rods are not the only thing fishy around here. So many rooms. So few guests. This leads to the rooms. I wonder what tomorrow's menu will bring. The traces lead outside. Darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness.
Hey there. Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar. I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here, but if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
You've got a point there. Please excuse me. This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street. And now he's vanished. Picture me standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
I wonder who on earth would steal a paper on quantum physics.
Кому-то, походу, понадобилось.
I wonder if she knows something about the burglar.
Do you like ghost stories? It is said that a Proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests. I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Those Proto-Germans sure had a lot of imagination.
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you. What was your name again? Tannhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist. In fact, those old Proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Gretchen, well met. Now that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you track down that burglar. It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which, incidentally, is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say? You with me?
А, ну, то есть у нас нет варианта, да, согласиться?
Ha! I knew you had the spirit of adventure in you. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this. I can't fix this. The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lakeshore. I have to insert a coin first. Hello? Anybody there? What was that? Locked. This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. Danger. High voltage.
High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
The local gondola lift's hauling cables seem to be intact, although there aren't any gondolas or mining carts attached to it. A smell of oil and soil lingers in the air.
Так, ну вроде все прокликали.
It's glowing red.
Значит, идем вниз. О, какой. Так, сейчас, секундочку.
You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble. This table! It has a wobble. Everything's going down the drain around here.
Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle. Exciting. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling.
Вот этот дедок коньячка не может выпить, потому что стол шатается.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Now where would this lead to?
Нормально так, мухи летают. Прям
A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. There's something funny about that clock.
консервы
This
возьмем.
can must have fallen off the table. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I...
Так, канапешечку взяли.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
You bet I am. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Close. Omega 4. That's right next to it.
So you know the place.
You bet I do.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
And what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rulans into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
I can make incredible amounts of candy disappear.
I can do that too.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Your uncle was a wizard?
Wizards? They aren't even real.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something.
Ну, давайте в свой номер сходим.
Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. No. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. Just a hanger. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it. This muddle of spots and drips is probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know.
Зачем нам вешалка?
Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry.
Так, ну ладно, вешалку мы стыбрили. Так, у нас уже 2 вешалки. Ну и, видимо, пока все.
I would probably hurt myself. I'm not tired. I would probably hurt myself. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. Locked. She's the landlady here.
Precisely.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think?
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with him. Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was the flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
Would you wrap up the whole story in detail for me again?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the... They are called...
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Trude, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers!
Cheers. Это тут месть немцев.
Oh, thanks. For me?
I found it under the bed.
And now you want to, let's say, pawn this device in exchange for a fishing rod?
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Походу клевая штука.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
Так, удочку взяли. Ну и вроде как все здесь. С дедулей мы поговорили.
There's a clothesline up there, right under my window. I've already made an entry on this. Beverly, I discovered the local movie theater, Mobius Palace.
Опа.
Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though.
Вот ведерко надо будет как-нибудь доставать. Вопрос только как. Так, а у меня появилась удочка.
Locked. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. Good idea. I only need some bait.
Нужна приманка еще. Так, а может быть... О. А камыш-то я и не заметил.
That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. A beautiful, healthy tree. Acasoidu platanus, the sycamore maple. This cat again.
Можно попробовать камышом достать этот. Может, там нора в номере. А, нет.
No. I would probably hurt myself.
Я могу пораниться. Так, давайте сделаем перекур на 2 минутки. И я сейчас вернусь. здесь мы ничего сделать. А, во.
The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
Здесь мы тоже больше ничего не можем. Походу надо со стариканом что-то делать. Ну давайте пойдем. А, вот еще пивасик можно взять. О, подставка укатилась. У нас уже две подставки.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
Да мы вроде уже все взяли там, нет?
They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there.
Так, а ей нужно доказать, что я с другой планеты.
Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlog for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
Ну, значит, нужно... Ну, тайник-то я и так нашел.
They don't seem to have many...
Вопрос, как оттуда вытащить?
No.
Oh.
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes.
А, шнапс можно этому детку отдать, который на улице сидит. Потому что из действия осталось только им что-то сделать.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy. What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you so very much. I was hardly able to focus on anything else but this cursed wobblery.
Ну все, теперь ты можешь и шнапса выпить.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
The name is Baron Otto Titan von Trüberbrook.
Это владелец как раз.
Tannhauser, pleased to meet you.
Please come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well say so. I put all my life's work into the well-being and prosperity of Trüberbrook. I once was the owner of both, the mines and the cable car. That's all history now.
Do you have any friends or family?
My spouse left me for good, and my beloved Trüberbrook is slowly going down the drain. Only Claus remained loyal to me all these years. Alas, now even he has disappeared.
Who is Claus?
Claus is my tomcat, an angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished, without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
Was Claus abducted?
I don't know. Claus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared, without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you. It's just awful.
What kind of a strange place is this?
Well, you should know. This used to be one of the most beautiful spots on the face of the planet. The fair and the fortunate came here for treatment. Travelers and tourists of all fashion. Citizens that weren't occupied in the tourism business found work in the mines. But it's all over now.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me, but I need to be on my own now. I need some rest to mourn for Claus.
Я понял, короче, надо теперь
Please
кошака
excuse me.
поймать.
Thank you, but I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of your delicate tablecloth.
I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons.
Так, а как нам кошака поймать? Давайте думать. Ну, кошак уже здесь.
It won't be this easy getting close to it. 9 lives or not, I don't think it would survive that drop. 9 lives or not, I don't think it would survive that drop.
Так. Сейчас мы его с котел завернем.
Soft as a feather.
От зараза. Убежал.
I put a nice fluffy blanket over the top of that rope.
Ну где его теперь ловить? Не на удочку же его надо было ловить. О.
You like this, don't you? It would tear me to pieces.
О, коробка, точно, у меня же коробка есть.
Claus?
Охотник прям, блин, от бога. Ну и куда кошак твой свалил?
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
Да, он свалил-то. Ты пропустил. Вот чавкает. Ну, здесь вариантов немного. Либо наверх, либо в гостиницу он свалил. А, вот и кошак.
Nowhere to run from here, kitty.
Нормально.
Oh, I think he passed out.
Давай, забираем чучело.
Now I've got you.
Еще монетку надо найти.
Is this by chance your cat, Claus?
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
Ну, его слегка закоротило.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Could you tell me something about the cake?
Don't bring up the old cable car. I don't even want to think about it.
You've got yourself...
Please, come over. Don't waste the opportunity.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
You've been so kind to me today. You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat. I'd have given you everything. My heritage, my stocks, my startups. Yet all you desire in your modesty is this aged key. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please, take it.
Так, ключик у нас появился.
Good morning.
Еще можно?
You've been so kind to me today. You have
Так, все, получается, да? Этим мы сделали.
The antenna provides TV reception for... The time-traveling machine. Complete non...
Ну, мы, кстати, может быть, с помощью вешалок сможем. Что-то попробовать сделать. Нет? Нет?
Locked.
Во.
Hi.
Hey!
About the cable car. What was the problem with the power line again?
We have to fix the high voltage power cord in order to get the cable car running. If you touch it, it will fry your synapses. We still have to reconnect the loose ends somehow. Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I was just about to ask. I wonder what...
Presumably not the brightest. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
So,
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer, though. And just saying, the public transportation around here? Germany is a mess.
why Trüberbrook? It's hard to find. But I'm not from these parts, after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice. But also a little weird, don't you think?
I was given a warm...
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back, though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
A while longer? In New York City?
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Katahdin and so on. Then Canada and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting. Uh-huh. So.
Так. Ничего мы можем сделать?
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the thickness of the cable. Last resort, self-termination. Time waits for no man, not even in Trüberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line. I have to insert a coin first.
Надо идти искать монетку. Вот только где ее найти?
Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle. Exciting. Good morning.
You've been so... You have...
Так, ну с этими, видимо, все. Может, малой шнапса дать?
I need to know what happens next.
I'd rather not disturb the little one. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
Good morning.
Morning.
About the cable car?
Sure.
Do you have an idea?
After he had lost the mine, the cable car, and his wife, if you ask me.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
Today's menu? Nothing. I'm not tired. I've already made an entry on this. Sup? Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth.
Получается, только на причале мы можем сейчас что-то сделать. Потому что здесь мы вроде как все сделали.
Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though.
Здесь закрыто.
Good idea. I only need some bait. Ah, yes. That's where I am. The next city is like 1,000 miles away.
Давайте на этом закончим. Мы обязательно продолжим с вами прохождение данной игрушки. Я думаю, что либо сегодня вечером, либо завтра. Спасибо, что смотрели. Спасибо за ваши пальцы вверх. Всем пока.